The Ocmulgee Mounds National Historical Park got a little bigger this week as it works towards national park status. Macon-Bibb County donated 250 acres south of the current park border to the National Park Service. Anthony Montalto joins us in studio with more on the long-term impact.
Hey there, Lori. To get to national park status, the park first needed to grow its borders. The donation is almost a half square mile of land along the Ocmulgee River, just south of the park's current borders. Just last weekend, the 30th Indigenous celebration at the Ocmulgee Mounds National Historical Park.
We broke bread together and how we celebrated together and danced together.
It's become tradition over the years, but next year,
So it's just southeast down the Ocmulgee River from there.
the festival will gain more ground after Macon-Bibb County's 250-acre donation this week to the National Park Service.
In 2019, Congress charged this community and conservationists in the Muskogee Creek Nation, all the partners that are working to preserve this sacred land, with expanding the land. And with this donation, it's one step closer to us keeping our end of that bargain.
Macon-Bibb Mayor Pro Tem Seth Clark is also the executive director for the Ocmulgee Mounds National Park Initiative. He says the donation is a step forward in making amends to the Muskogee Creek Nation.
To understand the process of learning what was there. And so it's an incredibly important piece, not just ecologically, but culturally.
Clark says the land Macon sits on now was once a thriving capital of the Muskogee Creek Nation. Indigenous people lived and worked on this land for 17,000 years before they were sent to Oklahoma in the 1820s. Clark says this project is a sort of recovery effort.
What this project is doing is piecing together those tracts that were split up after removal to preserve this culturally, tribally significant land.
He says this is a testament to Macon-Bibb's commitment to cultivating this partnership for years to come.
We want to protect this land that is important to both of us.
Clark says the park right now is just over 700 acres. If they keep gaining traction, it may eventually expand to include 50 to 80,000 acres between Macon and Hawkinsville. Back to you, Lori.
Thanks, Anthony. That expansion depends on whether Congress signs off on making the park a national park this upcoming session. If the park gains that designation, the Park Service can work with other nearby counties to grow the park's borders.